I think I found the number one most effective tool that every government contractor should be using. What I'm most excited about is this tool, GovCon Core Apps, but also blended with GovCon Bid Tools, now that we're partnered, is it's all in one.
This is the landing page, kind of one of my favorite pages actually, because it is a quick glance at everything, and it's based off of your NAICS code. So each user will have their own NAICS codes and PSC codes that they enter into the system. So this is giving them all their information. I'll take you through the whole page. A lot of great information that's coming from FPDS, SAM.gov, USA spending, and all that. You can search by the number of agencies you want to view if you want to narrow it down. So this is something that I wish I had back then, because then I would have noticed that, hey, this is the NAICS code that I'd originally picked, but they weren't buying as much as this NAICS code. And having that information, now I know that this is the NAICS code that I really need to focus on. We've made it so you can filter it. Either you're searching for a specific company or you're trying to figure out some teaming partners that I might be able to partner up on. So it'll make your search a whole lot faster, especially once we're out here in the networking streets and learning more about other businesses and being able to do that quick search.
You just showed me was what could take 20 hours worth of research, like within 20, 30 minutes, going to be the best investment that you can make for your business. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my page. I am Dr. Karwanna D, your government contracts extraordinaire, and today we have a special guest, Billy Welchman, the co-founder and CEO of GovCon Core Apps. And you all know that I'm always talking about leveraging technology, and there's all these different tools out there, but I think I found the number one most effective tool that every government contractor should definitely be using, and we are partnered up now. So we're going to walk you through this new tool and give you an introduction of how to win bids faster, do it more streamlined, and all the great things. And so welcome, Billy Welchman.
Thanks, Karwanna. Great being here and partnering up with you on this and helping everybody navigate this government contracting arena.
All right, cool. So tell me about the GovCon Core Apps tool. Like, where did the idea come from? And then a little bit about your background of how this all came about.
Okay. So I'll actually start a little bit about my background. And so we started our company back in 2021. Previous to that, I was actually a government contracted employee for almost a decade. So I was on that side of the house, and they kept telling me, hey, you should start your own business and start doing this for yourself. So we're finally, said, okay, yeah, now's the time. My business partner, who's also my husband, was retiring from the military. So we're like, okay, we can get started with this. So that's how we got started. And in the process of navigating government contracting, we discovered that, so when I first started, I'd only picked one NAICS code because we had a target agency, and that's the NAICS code they were using. Come to find out, that was not what everybody was using. And so trying to navigate, do the research that could take weeks and months trying to filter through all the different sites and stuff, we decided that we needed a system that housed all that information and was easily accessible, and also navigating SAM.gov, because it's a beast in itself.
Absolutely.
And so we were trying to find that out. And there are some other systems out there. They're a lot more expensive. And we're trying to focus it more for small businesses and cater to us, because when you're small, you don't have the thousands of dollars some of these other systems want you to pay. And so that's how we got started, and to simplify it and make sure you're finding your right information and quickly. Saving businesses time, because this is a fast-paced world. You got to get out there and start working as fast as possible.
Right. Yeah. And then, so when you're talking about a lot of the systems, I know SAM.gov, so you mentioned that, but a lot of the research that most contractors, especially if you want to succeed, also will entail you knowing how to navigate through FPDS.gov and USA spending.gov and like all these different places. And so what I'm most excited about is this tool, GovCon Core Apps, but also blended with GovCon Bid Tools, now that we're partnered, is it's all in one. And it's just so powerful. So I definitely want to give a demo. Are you ready to do a demo of like how this works?
Absolutely.
All right, let's jump into it.
All right, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so this is the landing page, kind of one of my favorite pages actually, because it is a quick glance at everything. And it's based off of your NAICS code. So each user will have their own NAICS codes and PSC codes that they enter into the system. So this is giving them all of their information. So as you can see, you've got a lot of visual aids. You can see, following the money. We're always told to, follow that money trail. And so that's what we're going to do. And I'll take you through the whole page. A lot of great information that's coming from FPDS, SAM.gov, USA spending, and all that. So you have the capability to look for your NAICS and your PSC codes. So you can see where the money's going. Fun fact, NAICS codes have only been around since the late 1990s. For that, it was the SIC and the PSC codes. And with this, you can hover over, it's all interactive, and you can search by the number of agencies you want to view, if you want to narrow it down, or keep all 10. You can also look at which fiscal year. We can go all the way back to 2001 now. Yeah, it's a lot of great information out there. So if you really want to get in, do a lot more research, see what the government's been buying. It's a great tool for that. Anything in blue text is all interactive. So it'll either pop up a page, take you to a new page. And so we're just going to kind of walk on through. I'm going to show you how the different features and aspects of this. As you can see, you're hovering over it, you can see, okay, Department of Homeland Security, they spent $652 million of what you're selling, specifically to these NAICS codes. Okay, and then we're just going to come over here and click on the money. This is going to break it down for the NAICS codes. So this is something that I wish I had back then, because then I would have noticed that, hey, this is the NAICS code that I'd originally picked, but they weren't buying as much as this NAICS code.
Interesting.
And having that information, now I know that, hey, this is the NAICS code that I really need to focus on. And then coming in here, this is called the agency deep dive. It's going to take you into each agency and a deep dive into their sub-agency and their contracting offices. Again, you have this pie chart and you can add and remove sections in here as well. We have the department map, and it's going to take you, hey, you know what? FEMA did 13.8
million.
Yes. And so you have that. And then over here on the right, it's broke down by the NAICS codes again. And you can do different filters. So like up here, I have it filtered, looks like by total amount. We'll just go with the highest amount, is that $224 million. And of course, we know it's FEMA, and what NAICS code they're using primarily for that. The other cool thing is you now have access to all the contacts that have been entered into SAM.gov. You can also enter your own too. So if you've come across a program manager, you want to add that information in there, you've got it.
Super.
And so we're going to go back to that main home page, because that's kind of the gist of the agency deep dive. And then down here, so when are they buying? You can see the different trend lines in here by different agencies and how much they're buying. It looks like Department of Health and Human Services. As you can see from 2021, they've just did a steady increase over the last few years. So it's really trying to, navigate that. And then you can also zoom in. It looks like they are very much a fourth quarter, where some of these other ones are more consistent.
Yeah.
And then over here is what are your potential teaming, or who are your potential teaming partners? So these are companies that are also selling to the government the same thing that you're selling based off your NAICS codes. So we're just going to jump in here to Deloitte, and this is going to take us to their business profile page. So again, this is information that's being pulled out of USA spending. We are starting to bring in DSBS information as well. And so you can see that you have contact phone number and information, that they were a veteran-owned small business. And this is usually contracts they've bid on. Capabilities, this is where you can put in your own capabilities of, hey, I've had a conversation with somebody at Deloitte, and I know that they are doing these couple of things, or any others that you can think of just to add in here. You can again add a point of contact to include their LinkedIn profile too. So you have that, and you can add as many as you want in there. Now down here is contract awarded. So this is the contracts that they've been awarded, and the notice has been posted in SAM.gov. So you can see what's been awarded, how much. This is a primary NAICS code that they were being awarded under. And then down here is another cool deal is this is just the NAICS that they were awarded under that matches yours. So let's look at all their NAICS codes and see what they were doing. And as you can see, their NAICS codes they're really being awarded under is a completely different one. And it's across the board, it looks like way more than the one that is similar to ours. So some kind of food for thought as you're navigating the government contracting realm of, you know what, I might start looking at that NAICS code and seeing what's out there. So that's their business profile. And I'm actually going to take us to this business page. And this page is all about the businesses. These are all the businesses that are registered in SAM.gov. And as you can see, it has their UEI, their location, their latest contract award, their revenue in the last 12 months. And that's if they've been awarded a contract in the last 12 months, their top NAICS and their top PSC codes. Now we've made it so you can filter it down. Either you're searching for a specific company, or if you've got an opportunity and you're trying to figure out some teaming partners. And you know that must maybe be a veteran-owned set aside, and you're estimating the contract to be around between $1 and $10 million. The capabilities, say it's an administrative one, you can narrow it all the way down based off of the information that's there and the capabilities you've put in. You can also, if you're looking for specifically somebody in the California area or wherever at, and then their NAICS code.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying it. I wanted to take some time to invite you to join me in the GovCon Challenge. The GovCon Challenge takes place once a month, where I invite a bunch of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs to come and have me teach you the 5 things you must do to pre-qualify your business to land lucrative contracts with the government. So join me in the GovCon Challenge. Click on the link in the description. You'll be glad you did. Join as VIP for exclusive behind-the-scenes information, and you could become a part of the top 1% of entrepreneurs across the nation. Now back to the video you were watching.
If you know the specific NAICS code. And as you can see, I filtered down to, looks like, what is it, about 10 businesses that are doing the same thing that I might be able to partner up on. Now, as you can see here on the right or on the left, we now have favorites that after you click on that, it'll highlight yellow, and you'll be able to come in and see just those favorites. So you don't have to remember and filter through. You'll have all that. And so it'll make your search a whole lot faster, especially as we're out here in the networking streets and learning more about other businesses and being able to do that quick search.
Awesome.
So that is our businesses side of the house. And now we're going to come up here to the right, and we're going to go jump into the agencies. Okay, so this is the agencies page. As you can see, this is giving me there are preferred or target agencies in here. So you can clear them all out, or if, hey, these are my target agencies, this is what I want to see, then it'll just keep all that information in here. This is what I utilize for doing our pipeline, building your pipeline. And after you either go into networking events, forecast reports, you can enter all this information in here. As you can see, we've got a couple examples in here that FEMA is looking for legal services, and the estimated end date, or what we usually do is the date that they're going to actually drop it on the streets. You can start targeting this agency, talking about, hey, we see this coming out way ahead of time, figuring out that game plan. Quickly add them in here. If you're having a conversation with another company or a program manager, you can enter all that information in quickly. And we're actually going to go right on into this agency. You can add their links. So instead of having, I don't know about you, but I know, as you can see at the top, I have all these little deals that I've saved of different links, and now you can have them all in one place instead of going through and going, all right, where's my forecast report for FEMA or any other agency? It's all right here. You can put it in there. You can also add if they have a social media page, any of that information. And so if you're having like a capabilities brief with a government agency, you have all this right here that this is what I can pursue, and you can be able to talk to those specifically. Again, you have all these POCs. You can add POCs in here as well. And that's kind of the agency and the whole deep dive on that and how to utilize that piece of it. Over here, also, you can all filter down through by your NAICS codes, if you have specific NAICS codes that you've entered in, or PSC codes. So that's kind of the interesting and fun thing that we've got going on with the agencies page. Now let's go into the federal opportunities. So this is all sourced from sam.gov, okay? And you can do quick search. So this is the page I do the quick search. And again, you can see that the NAICS is all being pulled back over. So it's just pulling for your specific NAICS codes. And if you are just looking for, let's say, sources sought notices, you can filter that by a click of a button. If you have a specific set aside, so say you are a 8A, these are what's out there specifically to your NAICS codes for 8A set asides currently. So this is kind of a quick way. The other thing is that this link is going to take you right into sam.gov. You don't have to be logged in, and you can actually see all that information. Now, we do have another feature for sam.gov, and it's called our interactive report. This is where you can have reports sent to you via email. You can build each report specifically to you. This piece also has the documents. So if you want to, if you see one you're interested in, you want to review those documents without having to go into SAM, you can do it all right here. You just download them. And so again, you can build all these different reports. Whatever looks good to you, that's what you want to do. So we'll just pick this first one. It's anything that's with a deadline in the next month. And you can have the subscription set up specifically for you that you'll get this notice in whatever format you choose. If you like it in, CSV, HTML, Excel, the subject line, you can change that. The frequency, you can do daily, weekly, monthly, and just apply that. And what you're going to get is you'll get an email. So this is an email that, we have subscribed to, and it's based off of that, what we've put in the system. So as you can see, it's going to give me whatever I've filtered it out by, and whatever columns I've selected, all that information, all right here. I can come in, look at it, see if it's something that we want to pursue, and then come right on into the system or go straight to sam.gov. So that is our federal opportunities. And now we just started bringing in state opportunities. So I'm pretty excited about that. So far we have these 4 states, and so coming in through here, you're able to come in, see what each state's listed. Now, each state's not created equal, unfortunately, so each one's going to look a little differently, but that's okay. You can come in, do a quick review, and actually have all that information again right here. You have the ability to select anything in blue. This is going to take you straight to the opportunity itself within that state. And again, you can see the bid posting there. Let's go look at some other states. Let's go look at North Carolina. So I love this little feature, this whole pop-up that kind of gives you a little bit more information without having to go in. So that is our GovCon core apps. And we're always updating, providing new tools and information for our customers. So we're always trying to put new things out there for everybody.
Awesome. Yay. This is a really great, thorough walkthrough. I'm excited about our partnership because, as you know, I work with tons of small businesses that are breaking into the government contracting space. Some are already in the government contracting space, looking for ways to get more results faster. And what this tool does, it saves so much time, right? So like what you just showed me was like 20, what could take 20 hours worth of research and narrowed it down to you can get all this information at the click of a button, like within 20-30 minutes, like really. So tons of time. Absolutely. So we're going to make this tool available. I'm excited about our partnership. GovCon, if you go to GovCon search tools, is it? So GovCon search tools, but well, actually we'll have a whole link in the bottom in the description. But yeah, we'll have this available for you guys to be able to subscribe to for a nominal fee for sure, but it's going to save you tons of hours, going to be the best investment that you can make for your business. So thank you so much, Billy, for the partnership and for just thinking about others, right? Like not just developing something that you can use for yourself, but also sharing this gift with the world. So we definitely appreciate you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you again, Karwanna, for this opportunity and this partnership and allowing us to be able to share this with your users as well and help others. That's been our whole mission, is to be able to help others to navigate this realm and succeed, because it's all about, there's so much opportunity out there for everybody, and being able to share that and get it out so everybody has that opportunity.
So again, we're going to have the link for you to be able to subscribe in the descriptions, or you can just go to govconbidtools.com/access today to get an all-in-one, which is everything that you need to succeed as a government contractor. Appreciate you, Dr. Karwanna. We have Billy, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the money side of government contracts.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.